is. Where are we? What are we doing?
So this is stop number 3, the Bassmaster Elite Series 2025. We're at the Albemarle Sound here in North Carolina, and yeah.
Cool.
Check. East of Fothergill. It's stop number 3, Bassmaster Elite Series at the Pasquotank River. I still don't know how to say it, but yeah, we're here. Pasquotank River, North Carolina.
Come on, Big E. That's enough interviews. Time to go catch a bass. Let's go. Talking guy. I've yet to leave a practice period feeling like I have anything figured out. So I'm pretty exhausted mentally and physically at this point. I ran to 3 different areas in 3 different days, and I don't feel real good about any of them, to be honest with you. And you know, I've had some random big bites, but I've done this enough to know that they were random big bites, you know, and hopefully I can run into a couple random ones in the tournament, maybe get dialed in on something in the tournament. But at this point, I'm at a loss.
30 pounds, 11 ounces, and you're going fishing tomorrow. Keep catching them like that, you might sneak into the top 10.
Yeah, this place definitely makes you earn it. And
I mean, you know, I was all-time low, 2 of the worst finishes, you know, I've had in my career, but you know, the Classic definitely lifted the vibes a little bit for sure. But you know, it's funny saying that after I just won the biggest tournament there is, but I still feel that way, you know, turning my season around. You know, I'm last in AOI, which, you know, bothers me so bad to see. So it's all about turning the season around for me and getting back in the swing of things.
Caught up winning the Super Bowl of bass fishing. What does that feel like?
It's pretty crazy. Confidence is everything in this sport, and we definitely have some of it right now. So all we can do is ride the swing as long as we can, and you know, hopefully have a good rest of the season.
It's easy to say that you're just going to wash the last 3 days and just start with a clean slate and go fishing tomorrow in the tournament, but that's easier said than done, you know, because you've got now 3 days worth of time on the water, things that worked, things that didn't work, things that worked at certain times that you want to work but don't work because that time's come and gone and the conditions are different. You know, there's a million variables that are constantly moving and through the equation, but you have history now, and it's hard to overcome that history at times, even though you should probably wipe the slate clean. So that's just the mental side of bass fishing that makes it so difficult. You know, the mental side of tournament bass fishing that makes it so difficult, rather than just going out and having fun with your buddies and fishing, because it's easy whenever nothing's on the line to just wipe that slate clean. But whenever everything's on the line, it's tough. It really is.
Right there.
Oh. Yeah, good one.
I'm doing it.
Get up in there.
I'm so stressed.
Oh, a rain sponsorship? I mean, look, Monster's in the space. Monster sponsors Coop. Rain needs to step it up. It's a call out. Let's go. Rain can own the fishing world. For Mike. And Easton now. I would have been in a BIND without these. Easton's gonna kill me.
Hold it.
Come on, Big E. That's enough interviews. Time to go catch a bass. Let's go. Talking guy.
All right, guys, it's Wednesday. Last practice day for the Pasquotank River. Third stop of the Elite Series. It's been an up and down practice. I had a really good first day and then a tough day yesterday. So we're trying to do something a little crazy today. We're super far away today, about a 60-mile run. You know, based on my research, you know, they live here, so we're just gonna give it a little try. If it doesn't start, you know, if I don't like what I see pretty quickly, we're gonna go back and kind of expand on what I've already found. So, but I feel like I had to come up here and at least give it a try, so that's what we're doing this morning. We got a full day of practice yet today, so I feel good. Find a couple more areas and we'll be set. So, but it's an interesting tournament. You know, of course, when we come to town, there's a giant cold front. So, mid-80s all week last week, and it's 40 degrees right now. So, I think that's going to make it a lot tougher than it would have been if it stayed warm. But it's part of the game. Whoever figures them out best, so we'll wait one more day to find them.
Looked away as my dad cried. He said your mother is a liar. She quit on me, she'll quit on me.
You know, this fishery is as big as anything I've ever fished. This is probably the biggest area that we've ever had to work with that I know of in a bass tournament. I mean, it is huge. And I've managed to fish from one end of it to the other somehow. You know, I think there's fish all throughout the system, but I really kind of just want to sample a little bit of it all. And then, you know, make a decision from there and just go expand on it in the tournament. So I've had this area in the back of my mind. I really want to check it out. We're at the Roanoke River now, you know, doing the research I did, looking at pictures and videos and stuff like that on the internet. This area really kind of sets up a lot like stuff that I grew up fishing around in Louisiana. Probably not going to have a ton of competitors all the way over here. It's all about making decisions, and you know, and we're going to have some serious wind at some point this week, so it's going to make it pretty difficult to even get over here. But I just want to come check it out. You know, if anything else, I've got an area back the other direction that I know has some fish, and if anything else, we'll just go expand on that in the tournament and we'll be just fine, but hopefully. But yeah, today's just a little bit of an exploration day. I mean, look how beautiful it is here. You know, this is a really, really cool fishery. Just beautiful place. And it's got some big fish in it. I caught one yesterday, almost 9 pounds. But I really wasn't able to get many other bites in that area. And so we're still on the hunt.
So the Chowan River, I don't even know what the boundaries is they gave us, but it's so far. I mean, the playing field this week is like by far the biggest I've ever had to deal with, I think. So, I mean, it feels bigger than, you know, when we go to Great Lakes and that sort of thing. I mean, it's pretty crazy, but I guess, yeah, my game plan is just cover as much of it as I can in practice, you know, just get a couple clues, you know, a couple big ones, and then, you know, just kind of hone in on that in the tournament and break it down in the tournament. So that's kind of my game plan, I guess. I mean, I feel like it's kind of what you have to do on a playing field this big. Just cover as much of it as you can and then actually break it down in the tournament. So.
What did I do? It's more than I can take, but I need it. With every every move you move.
And then I just shook off another one because I put something over my hook on my spinnerbait.
One little bend.
Are you there?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah. I typically have the saying that there's no such thing as a bad day of practice, because you can at least eliminate water and you can at least figure out what you shouldn't be doing. But it's been a tough practice. You know, if I can run across, the reason why I came here is just because I know historically from tournament results here that there are bass way bigger than this one. Like, I've had big bites. I mean, I caught one like almost 9, you know, I caught several 4-pounders, caught some heavy 3s, but like, I know they were just all over the place. So that's like, man, dadgum, like I need to get dialed in on something, you know, or whatever. But things are changing by the day. So you could have been on a really good bite that's actually gone away. So that's the other side of it, is that you could have got really dialed in on something and all of a sudden that bite is no longer really even a factor. So that is something too about having a really good practice. Really, I feel like a successful practice is just feeling comfortable with the fishery, having confidence in an area, and then going to work. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in any area right now, but maybe after tomorrow, I'll have a lot of confidence in an area. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. Yeah. Huh?
What do you need?
Probably some sort of therapy.
What did that say the other day? Sun's gonna rise, the birds are gonna be chirping, frog bite's gonna sound the same, and what else?
Maybe they have to bite the frog for me to hear the frog bite. That's the problem.
Okay, well, it's still going to sound the same whenever it happens.
Yeah, you're right. The problem is that it might not happen in this tournament. That's where the issue arises.
Well, what are they biting? It'll be the same.
Well, if I knew what they were biting, I probably wouldn't be in the state of distress that I'm in right now. So yet again, this is why we need to hire someone. Poor Easton's gonna spend all night trying to get these back straight. Poor kid didn't even throw a spinnerbait and his whole box got wrecked.
Just for me to go throw my red bug worm.
Yeah. Hey, that red bug worm won the classic.
Yeah, it did.
Keep throwing it. So keep throwing it. Keep throwing it as long as it works.
Main setup. That's part of what we figured out tonight.
Oh, okay.
Him on him. Little drop shot action. So my dad bought me that before the classic, and he also bought me this little thing for good luck. So, needless to say, those will be riding with me from now on. Every boat I got, those will be in it somewhere. But, yeah. It's from the stockyards at Fort Worth. And so is that. Say something to the camera.
Oh, hi everyone! Good luck, Easton! Love you! Laura, say good luck to Easton. You're in Easton. Good luck, Easton!
Big dog, word around, tell your boy, pimp on pimpers. Stand down, homie on the breakdown center. Gunning on your gonna get slapped. Talk that shit. Nigga better walk, you better bump that. Homie is losing, he finna push up brick. Now he down bad in jail, all pissed. Ha, let's get it. Young valley boy in the hood now, killing. Mrs. Mama Pop in the hood now.
Yeah, I just kind of was thinking about what I need to get done, and I was like, man, you know, I'm pretty dang, I'm tired. I just don't want to kind of, lack of better choice of words, I don't want to half-ass it tonight. So I'm just gonna get all my stuff re-spooled, where I got good line on everything. I know I'll have the rod and reel setups I need. I'm pretty sure I got everything I need in my boat. But like for the majority of my tackle rigging, I'm just gonna rig up in the morning. I'm gonna leave here super early, and it'll be nice and quiet. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna leave here at like 4. Get the ramp like 4:20 before anybody else gets there. Before everything gets rocking and rolling. It's what I used to do forever ago. And I used to always be the first one on the boat ramp, so. And it always worked out for me because I could just get some peace and quiet and not be just have any distractions after a good night's sleep. So that's what I'm going to do in the morning. But y'all haven't noticed I'm in a bit of a foul mood, and I don't like it. I don't like being in a bad mood. I'm just tired, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. No different, like I said, than the rest of the people. I mean, everybody else in this tournament's feeling the same dang way. I just want to get some good sleep, get a fresh start, fresh mind, positive attitude, and go have a good day. That's the plan for tomorrow. That kid that's in that boat right there won the Classic because he's outworked everybody in the last 2 years, and it paid off. These bass don't care who you are. They don't care how many tournaments you won in the past. They don't care who your mama is. They don't care who your daddy is. They don't care how much money you got. They don't care what kind of boat you're in or what kind of tackle you use or whether or not you're using live scope or using monofilament and a 5'6" pistol grip. Like, they don't care. You have got to work your ass off day in and day out and continue working your ass off if you want to have success in this sport. And that's the bottom line. And whenever you don't have success, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. They ought to nickname this river the Dead River. I tried to start over there on the bridge and where I caught that big one out in practice, but Brandon Lester was there. He was catching the crap out of them. And so ruined that plan. So I pulled into this pocket over here, the next one over, and I did catch a 4-pounder in there. But the only other bite I had was that little bitty turd that y'all just seen me catch. And I'm just not seeing many fish. I mean, I ought to be able to get bit pretty easy with this wacky rig slowing down like this, and it's just not happening. I was really hoping I could maybe catch some on them points out there on those stumps, but I'm just not seeing any up there either, and that's a way that I really felt like I could maybe have a chance of winning, you know, if you got found the right stumps like that offshore on little points and stuff. But it just ain't happening. So I'm fixing to make my way over to that Northwest River. It's about 50 miles away, and pick up a spinnerbait and go to work. Adios. Wish me luck.
We really putting the work.
made it out of the dirt. We really going berserk. Right hand of God. Ooh.
This is just a offshoot off the Pasquotank that, you know, the water looks really good in here. It's been a big lake. A lot of it's got sediment in it, but if you look at this water, it's really black and clean, and that's been one of the biggest keys for me to getting big. Just making sure I'm in clear water, clean water. And that was the main reason why I came in here yesterday, and I shook off, I think, 6 in here, so there was lots of fish in here yesterday, but I got 3. I just caught a 4 or 5 pounder right before he pulled up. And I had another bigger one bite, so. But I'm around him now, just gotta get a couple more big ones.
Would have thought there'd have been a bass there. Whoa, what a log. Oh man, I think that was a good one, dude. God almighty, look at the daggum bull. I really do think that was a good one. I don't have a wacky rig. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, dog it.
One day it all falls down and breaks our heart.
He choked it. All right, well, wish us luck. Want a bold egg?
Oh, what you got here?
Pizza and stuff, I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Whatever this is, I don't know, but Shelby did good with this one. Bahama Mama.
Real question, that or rain?
Oh, it's rain.
Yeah,
This don't keep me going. This probably tears me down.
Can't breathe
16 pounds
around you anymore.
into 5th place.
Around you anymore.
When I got married,
Look at that Bass Galaxy. That is a Bassmaster Classic Champion type fish right there. You know what I mean? Fothergill.
Yeah.
We got it. Hey, let's just go for 2 in a row.
Let's try it.
Why not?
Bassmaster Victory, but he's no rookie. From Texas, let me hear it for Dakota Ebare. 5 fish for Dakota here. 12 pounds even, puts him in 22nd place.
Yeah.
Bassmaster Classic Champion from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. 5 fish here today, 23 pounds, 13 ounces, 23.
Just can't breathe.
13 is leading the St. Croix Bassmaster Elite at the Pasquotank River and sitting in 1 and 2 right now.
We caught some bass, had a lot of fun. I mean, I got to fish for like 4 hours and my thumbs are dang near bleeding. I caught so many fish, but I just caught a bunch of little ones where I went. Thankfully, I salvaged the day by catching a big one here this morning. And I wish I could expand on that, but I really don't know. Paul, come on through, Paul. Man, I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Probably gonna go the opposite direction, do something new, go somewhere that we haven't been. I don't really know. But they did not catch them that good. So we're gonna be in the hunt to make the cut. So we're just gonna go have a good day tomorrow. Good news is Easton smashed them, and at least somebody in the house is catching them. So maybe he'll throw me some tips or something. I don't know, throw me some pointers. Again. I'm really just trying to activate a bathroom trip.
Activate a bathroom trip?
Yeah. This should do it. Ooh. Oh. Man, you know, today's a new day. Not nearly as much wind this morning, so I'm trying to make a decision on where I'm gonna go. Honestly, I mean, I could end up 100+ miles from where I was yesterday, or I could go back to the same area. I didn't get any bigger bites in that area that I was in where I caught all those fish, and I'm just a little bit concerned about the quality over there, but I did catch a couple nice ones in practice, so who knows. I'm gonna go get in the boat real quick and make a game time decision probably on the way out, honestly, as to whether or not I go left or whether or not I go right. I don't know. But I mean, I think I can catch them in either way. The wind's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be a little rough coming back no matter where you go. But it's all about decisions, so we're fit to try to make one. I got 4 little keepers so far. Caught a ton of fish, just no size. But I guess I kind of set myself up for that coming this direction. It's considering I didn't catch any size yesterday either, you know. But felt like if I come over here and gave it all day, fished hard, maybe made a couple adjustments, maybe I could catch a big one, but haven't had that bite yet. Gosh dang, that's a good one. No, it's not. Son of a gun. Yes. Dude, I just found a giant school of them. Oh, I see them on freaking perspective mode and they're everywhere. That's why I didn't know, I seen it with my graph and then y'all's boat was on top of it and I was like, oh no. Oh, there's like a brim bed there. Oh. That one bit. Unbelievable. Just gotta pay attention and keep fishing.
I guess my plan is I'm gonna hit one more pocket and then I'm gonna run up the river and go through a swim jig around. I think that's gonna be the deal at the end of the afternoon, so can check 1 or 2 more pockets, make sure this isn't gonna start happening because it's right about now when I got here yesterday, so we're gonna go try that and then yeah, just keep covering water and hopefully run into them. I'll see you at weigh-in.
Well, I can tell you they are not very active because I'm watching them swimming around and they're just like, man, if my drop shot doesn't like sit there beside them, they don't do nothing. I don't even look at it hardly. I kind of got an idea of what I can go look for now if I can just get me a couple bites. If I can get me a couple big ones, I'm gonna go look for some more of this. If I can figure out a way to make the cut, I might have a good tournament. Yeah, man, you know, kind of stumbled upon this little deal right here in culled off a couple times, finally got my limit, so that's a good thing. I'm hoping I can get a big one to bite here. There's a lot of fish here, so if I can get a big one to bite and make sure I get to that 12-pound mark, then I'll feel good about making the cut. And then I'm gonna hurry up and go try to find some more of this stuff, maybe. Or I mean, if I can get them biting, I'll just stay here, but it would be really cool to, you know, get a good bite, make the cut, and have an opportunity, you know, to go look for some more of this. I bet you could catch a big bag doing this somewhere. Russell, that was the worst boat ride of my life. Yeah, it was worse than yesterday because I didn't think I was gonna make it back in time and I pushed it way too hard. But I did make it back. I caught a good one and lost a really good one. I found like 3 more spots like that in freaking 30 minutes. I want to go so bad tomorrow, it's not even funny. But I think I'm gonna be like right on the bubble.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
About to scarf this thing. I got me a little something. Can do without the tomatoes though.
No pickle guy, no tomatoes, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Move of the day.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is hitting right here.
Champion from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. At 23 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday, needs 13-13 to take the lead, 1 short of his limit. 10 pounds, 12 ounces, so a tougher day today. Obviously gonna get a shot to fish tomorrow, but what changed today?
I don't know, I just couldn't relocate the fish. You know, I had a couple of good opportunities to have another good bag, but we just didn't capitalize today. So it's going to be a big decision tonight, whether I go back there or I just fish new water tomorrow. That's going to be something I think about tonight. But yeah, just grateful to be in this position, and yeah, I love this fishery. It's so big and it's so diverse, like Brandon said. It's a lot of fun. There's just a lot of things you can do out here, which it's a fisheries I like, and I hope we come back.
Well, you've got a lot of accomplishments already in your career. Congrats on making your first semifinal Saturday on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Hey, final time, guys.
Man, I gotta make a cut, man. This will be my first one on the Elite Series. I've had 2 tough tournaments, but figured out something late in the day, and I would love to go back out there. Been running a long ways. Nitro's been great, though. Took care of me both days. And shout out to the service crew guys for helping everybody this week. I know you said something about that this morning. Good Lord willing, we got 1 more day of fishing.
Well, your roommate, the Bassmaster Classic champion, just made his first cut. So hopefully the house is making their first cut.
That's right.
This guy's made a lot of cuts. So you're inside the cut, but not safe yet.
Ooh, we're gonna be sweating this one, but boy, I am excited to see that 1-4. You know, I thought going into today needed about 13 pounds. Coming back, I thought I had about 13. Figured that would get me in. Seeing the weights are a little bit better today. I know it's gonna be close. I bet you it'll come down to maybe a spot or 2. I'll either just be in or just be out. Either way, I love this fishery. I really do like it. It's absolutely chock full of fish. I went a long ways today. Probably caught.
Well, that's a wrap for me. Good luck tomorrow. You're on your own, buddy. House almost made a cut. Just half the house did. All right, y'all don't be awkward. Russell, say something. Do something. Ask me a question. Do something.
Well,
Yeah.
You gotta wait for it to warm up.
Oh. Okay. Got it. I'm going to take a shower. You boys have a, I'm going to take a shower. I'm pissed.
one's for Mom. It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Here I am. I'll take it off a second. So got him figured out now. I still got a little tiny one in there too. What's that? Red bud. They're on that bug. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Obviously a tough morning. Tried to do something knowing that the fish had changed here. And that didn't work out. So we came here, made an adjustment, slid out deeper, and we got back on them. We got a good bag now. I still got a really small one in there too. So if I can get rid of that small one, I'll probably make tomorrow most likely. We might make it right now even, so. Yeah, definitely feeling really good, but really want to get rid of that. I have one under 2 pounds, really don't want to weigh that one in, so. I might just head back if I can get one more of these good ones, you know, a 4+ pounder. I might start heading back because it's going to be really rough, so. Hopefully get one more bite here really soon and then head back to weigh-in, so. That's the game plan for the rest of the day.
Oh, that one says, that has your name on it right there. It says Easton Fothergill Bassmaster Classic Champion.
Hopefully we have a couple more that has that same name tag tomorrow.
Do you remember the second year of the Elite Series, 2007? Of course you don't.
You have to tell me a tournament, then I may.
Well, it's Champlain, actually. You may remember.
Tell me more.
Okay, the guy that won it, his name...
Aaron Martin.
No, well, we love Aaron.
Did you get second? Was that the Spookin' tournament?
Gosh, that you got me stumped on that one, but
I think
the winner...
Spookin', he got second.
You may be actually right about that now that things... I forget a lot more than I remember sometimes.
Right.
But the guy that won that tournament is a dude named Timmy Horton. Remember him?
I do
He used to
remember
bass
him.
fish.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he does now, but he used to bass fish. And he actually came in early on the last day of the Elite Series.
Is that the pizza?
That's the pizza
That's the
party.
pizza. Oh, yeah.
See, you know your history.
I know my history.
He knows his history. That is a true Bassmaster Classic champion right there. We look forward to many, many more victories from you, Easton Fothergill.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
You're awesome, dude.
For the biggest event in bass fishing, your Bassmaster Classic champion from Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. The second youngest Classic champion ever. He's 8'15" to get inside the cut. 5 fish today, 19 pounds, 10 ounces.
Thank you.
He goes into third place, and it looks like the champ is sticking around for Championship Sunday. 54 pounds and 3 ounces, and made your first semifinal Saturday, and unofficially might have made your first championship Sunday here in the Bassmaster Elite Series.
I hope so. I'm having such a ball out there. I absolutely love this place. There's so many big fish in these waters, and this crowd is unbelievable. It's crazy to be up here right now. But yeah, I'm hoping and praying we get to go out there tomorrow, having a ball, and yeah, absolutely love it here.
Well, we'll find out at the end of our weigh when we bring out our top 10. For your top 10!
You have a Sharpie?
All lined up. Wow.
What do you say?
Thank you, sir. Wow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You
sir.
made
No
it
problem.
big.
Yes.
Kind of hard for me to reach the pedal in this thing, but I guess that's what I get for not making the cut. I get to be
All right, guys, just wrapped up weigh-in, day 3 Elite Series on Pasquotank River. We made the final day. We're going to go out in 5th place tomorrow. you know, it feels awesome to make my first final day on the Bassmaster Elite Series. You know, it's just an accumulation of all the long hours and hard work that I put into it. You know, it's paying off. And, you know, it just feels really good. After the first 2 events we had, we were kind of down and out. You know, and then we had the Classic, and now we had a really good Elite Series finish. So hopefully we can ride this momentum as long as we can into the next couple events and hopefully the rest of the season. So definitely feels good to get out here on the right foot regardless, but we still got another day of fishing. Hopefully we can come in with another big bag tomorrow and even move up a couple more spots. But, you know, Kyle's in his own world this week, so we're kind of just going to, you know, we can hardly even win. So just going to go out and have the most fun we can tomorrow and, you know, just enjoy it.
.706 Southern Avenue. Your first stop is Wawa.
You hear that? It's raining. We made Championship Sunday. You know, super excited.
Onto South McMaureen Street.
It feels good to make a final day after the first 2 Elite Series events we had, get things back on the right track. So, but it's kind of a weird feeling because Welcher's beating me by about 87 pounds right now. So the win is basically impossible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but pretty much is. So that makes it so there's basically no stress. We can only fall to 10th today. So just gonna go out and enjoy it and hopefully get 5 big ones, and you know, we're gonna have fun while doing it. So just super grateful to make the final day, and yeah, I mean, it's probably the least stressful final day I'll ever have, hopefully. So just gonna go out and enjoy it today.
Going to the same spot?
Yeah, we're going to the same spot. I'm not gonna push hard getting there though. We're gonna ease on over there we're not gonna break anything today. We're just gonna kind of float around a little bit more. Then we're not gonna be as hard on our stuff today. So yeah, we are gonna go to the same spot, make a little bit of a run, but yeah, it'll be a lot more laid back today. It's good. It's nerve-wracking.
Caught up winning the Super Bowl of bass fishing. What does that feel like?
It's pretty crazy. Confidence is everything in this sport, and we definitely have some of it right now. So all we can do is ride this swing as long as we can, and you know, hopefully have a good rest of the season.
Have you changed anything going into today? You know, obviously a mountain in front of you, very little pressure on you. Is there anything you could do to try and make up as many points as possible? Because, I mean, obviously you're in the Bassmaster Classic, the defending champion. You want to have a big showing in your points in the first season, and you do have a bit of a slide to climb out of from Florida.
Yeah, I mean, we can only follow the 10s today, so, you know, there's big fish in my area. They move on me every single day, so hopefully we can land on them pretty early, and if we can do that, we'll have a good bag today.
All right, wish you luck. Easton Fothergill going out.
Like a wolf in the night, all alone in the fight. I'm not gonna give up this time. Bare my teeth buried all razor's edge. Will I fall or will I take flight? I won't be hunted.
I got a 5-pounder and a 2-something in there. Haven't seen too many yet. I did just see one right there that I couldn't get to bite, but yeah, I mean, I buzzed through where I caught him yesterday and didn't see anything, which, you know, doesn't surprise me. I don't think these fish are reloading too much, so we're just gonna buzz this bank a little bit longer, and then I think I'm gonna go up there. But yeah, I mean, I think the name of the game today is just cover enough water. And if I can cover a bunch of water today, I should get 5 big ones by the end of the day. It's just all about finding them. Getting them to bite is not the issue for the most part. So I think the game plan the rest of the day is just cover as much water as I can. And if we can do that, we should end up with 5 big ones by the end of the day. I'm about to go look shallow. I got 3 fish right now, 1 good one, 2 small ones. I'm seeing some, but they're not. I guess I'm seeing some, but not enough. So I'm about to go try my shallow places, see if the water's warmer back there. If that don't work, might switch areas for the last 2 hours or so, but yeah, I mean, hope we get a couple more big bites before the day's over, and we can have a good bag with that 5-pounder that we have. So just gonna keep bouncing around, and yeah, see you guys at WAM.
Even bigger. Wow, North Carolina, you love some bass fishing. Unbelievable. Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Make yourselves some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Time, are you ready? I need you to help me with this part. And this next one is a big one. He is a former Bassmaster College Bass Champion. He is a 2-time Bassmaster Open winner. He is the reigning EQ Angler of the Year. He is the reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic Champion from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. The Beastin, that is Easton Fothergill. Let me hear it for Easton. 14 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into second place with 68 pounds.
It's fun. It's been a crazy fun week. This is probably one of my favorite fisheries I've ever been to. You can just do basically whatever you want and catch big fish. They live in every corner of this place, and if it wasn't for the wind, I think this place would have showed out even more than it did. So I really hope we can come back, and not on a cold front, and I think the weights would be even better than they are right now.
That's a crazy thing to think of. How did you catch him here this week?
Yeah, the fish I found them right away the first day of practice throwing a buzzbait. I caught a couple of great big ones, and in the tournament the cold front came and it kind of knocked him back a little bit, and I had to slow down with a straight king finesse worm on a drop shot. Weighed every fish I'd weighed in this week on that worm. Same worm I just won the Classic on, so it's kind of funny how that worked out. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy fun week. I see a bunch of kids out here, and you guys want to do it. Yeah, I'm living proof that you can do it. 5 years ago, I was in high school, which is crazy to think about.
Not in high school anymore. You're in the top of this sport. Let's hear it for him.
Somehow it came out. Yeah. I got no question. Life a movie. I projected. Life a Lego. I connected. Building blocks to the building where I respected. I sketch my thoughts and I laugh at skeptics. Teenage years gave me the life.
All right, guys, super successful week here at the Pasquotank River, 3rd stop of the Bassmaster Elite Series. We had a really rough go at it the first 2 events of Florida, but we were able to flip it around this week. Ended up at 4th place, I think. Couldn't have gone any better, in my opinion. We made a lot out of a little tiny area that I found in practice, so that area brought us all the way through 4 days. We kind of ran out of fish today, which, it happens, but just super happy with the finish. Hopefully we can ride this momentum into the next one at Hartwell. So thanks guys for watching this Kings Bass episode, and we'll see you at Lake Hartwell in a couple weeks.
Well, that's a wrap on the Pasquotank River. Hats off to Easton, another phenomenal event. Fresh off a classic victory, winning the pinnacle of the sport, jumps right in, top 10 again here this week. I'm still a little bit on the struggle bus. I finished 1 ounce out of the cut. Every event this year, all 3 Elite Series events, I've been within a pound of making the top 50 cut, and I've had the fish on, to capitalize and to make that cut, but it just hasn't worked out for me. But I have nobody to blame but myself. I haven't been spending the time on the water like I need to in the off season to really be dialed in. Even now over the last couple months in between tournaments, I haven't been fishing like I know that I should, but I can tell you the fire's lit at this point, and
we're gonna practice every single day on the water that we can until the Hartwell event here next week. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we appreciate the support. Doing this Kings of Bass the last couple years has been really an awesome experience for me, and I really appreciate Strike King Lou's for following along, and I appreciate all the fans and everybody watching, supporting the show, and we'll see you guys out here at Hartwell in a couple weeks.